Hello everyone, welcome to today's online class, online biology class. In this video, we'll be talking about mammalian skeleton. Our objectives for this class are that we should be able to define skeleton, then study the two classes of mammalian skeleton, and highlight the constituent of each class of the mammalian skeleton. Also, you should be able to study the 5 types of vertebrae, their location and functions. That will be our objectives for today's class. Now, let us start. What do we mean by skeleton? When we talk about skeleton, we are talking about rigid framework. When we talk about skeleton, we are talking about rigid framework that gives support, shape, and protection to soft bodies, so soft organs in the body of animals. So let us look at that is what we call skeleton. That is what we call skeleton. So what do we call skeleton? We said skeleton is a rigid framework. Skeleton is a rigid framework that gives support, shape, and protection to the soft organs and parts in the body of animals. So that is what skeleton is. Now, let us talk about mammalian skeleton. When we talk about mammalian skeleton, we are talking about the skeleton of mammals. And we know that the example of mammals are man, cow, goats, rabbits, rats, and so on and so forth. If you look at all these animals that I've mentioned, you will notice that their skeleton are very close. They are almost the same thing. Their skeleton are almost the same thing. Now let us look at mammalian skeleton. Now, mammalian skeleton are classified into 2. Mammalian skeleton are classified into 2. And what are these 2 classifications of mammalian skeleton? That is what we want to talk about now. Classes of mammalian skeleton. Classes of mammalian skeleton. Classes of mammalian skeleton. Mammalian skeleton, like I said, they are divided into basically 2. And what are these 2 classes of mammalian skeleton? They are axial skeleton, and the second one is appendicular skeleton. Appendicular skeleton. Now let us look at these 2 classes of skeleton. They are comprised of different types of bones. Now, axial skeleton are comprised of what? When we talk about axial skeleton, these are comprises of axial skeleton. Now, it comprises of the skull. It's composed of the skull, the ribs, the sternum, and the vertebrae. That is also known as backbone or vertebral column. That is what, and the vertebrae. Everything together is referred to as vertebrae. Now, the skull. Let us start with the skull. We can see this skeleton model. This is the skull. And what are the functions of the skull? Basically, the skull, mammalian skeleton skull, are made up of 22 bones, which comprises of the facial bones, the skull, and the jaws. The facial bone, jaws, and the cranium. So what are the main functions of this? Number one is that they what? They protect the eyes, they protect the skull, and so on and so forth. So this is the what? The skull of the mammals. The skulls of the mammals. And it also protects other, apart from the eyes, the nose, the inner, the middle and the inner ear, and so on and so forth. Now let us talk about the ribs. This is the ribs. Which is also part of the axial skeleton, and the sternum, which is our breastbone that is found in between the ribs. They are the one that join the ribs together. That is what we refer to as the sternum. That is what as the sternum is defined as our chest. Also, we also have the vertebral column. The vertebral column now. We have our vertebral column, which are comprised of different types of vertebrae. They are comprised of different types of vertebrae. The vertebral column are comprised of what? Different types of vertebrae. So these are what the axial skeleton comprises of. It comprises of the skull, the ribs, the sternum, and the vertebral column. Now let us look at, we have mentioned the functions of the skull. Now let us look at the functions of the ribs now. If we breathe in, you will notice that your chest moves upward, and the ribs also, and by the time you breathe out, it moves downward and inward. That means the ribs partake in the what? In gaseous exchange. So it is also an important part that helps us in what? In breathing in and breathing out. Then apart from that, the ribs also help to protect delicate organs like the lungs, the heart. The ribs also helps in that. Now let us look at the vertebral column now. Like I said, the vertebral column are divided. There are about 5 types of vertebral column. There are 5 types of vertebral column found at different locations. They are found at different locations. Now the vertebral column now, which are made up of 5 types of vertebrae. I usually give an acronym for easy remembering of these vertebrae. The acronym is SAT, LU-SAC. That is the acronym given to me for the easy remembrance of the 5 vertebrae, 5 types of vertebrae. And what does this stand for? The SAR stands for cervical vertebra. It stands for cervical vertebra. While the T stands for thoracic. It stands for thoracic. The C stands for thoracic. Then the LU stands for lumbar. The LU stands for lumbar. Then the SAC, that is for sacral. Vertebra. And the C there stands for caudal. It stands for caudal. Although this caudal vertebrae in man are fused together to form a structure that is known as coccyx. It is fused together to form a structure that is known as coccyx. And is the vertebrae that form the tail. So our own tail is internal. So the structure is formed coccyx, is called coccyx in man. It is formed coccyx in man. This is a coccyx. It is filled. It's found at this region, our hips region. You can see that. You can see that. So that is that. But now let us take these vertebrae one by one and look at their location, where they are found, and their function. The functions of these vertebrae, where they are found, and their functions. Number one, we start with cervical. The cervical vertebrae are found at the neck region. The cervical vertebrae are found at the neck region. They are found at the neck region. So that means immediately after the skull, down to here, the neck, that is where you can find the what? The cervical vertebrae. And lest I forget, the first two cervical vertebrae are distinct. They are different from others. And the first cervical vertebrae is called the atlas vertebrae, while the second one is called the axis vertebrae. The first cervical vertebrae at the neck region is called the what? Atlas. While the second one is called the axis vertebrae. Now, I said they are found at the neck region. After cervical vertebrae, we have the thoracic. The thoracic vertebrae, which are found at the chest region. They are found at the chest region. The thoracic vertebrae are found at the chest region. That is from here down to here. These are the chest. So the thoracic vertebrae are found from here and here. Then we also have the lumbar. The lumbar vertebra. Please, when we are writing the spelling for lumbar, make sure it's not the lumbar that ends with ER, but with AR. When you write the one that ends with ER, we are talking about a log. We are talking about the log. And that is not what we are talking about right now. So the lumbar vertebra is found at the upper abdominal region. It is found at the upper abdominal region. It is found at the upper abdominal region. So from here, let us look at the skeleton once again. From here down to this place is where we can find the lumbar vertebrae. Then after that, we have the sacral vertebra. The sacral vertebra now, this is found at the lower abdominal region. The lower abdominal region. It is found at the lower abdominal region. Then the last, which is the sacral, which is the caudal vertebra, is found at the tail region. It is found at the tail region. And I said in man, the caudal vertebra are fused to form a structure that we call coccyx. Now let us look at these vertebrae one by one. They have different structure and function. So that is where they are found as different regions, because they are different from each other. So we start with the atlas. and the atlas and the axis vertebrae. Now let us look at atlas. I will be showing you some of these bones. I will be showing you some of these bones. Now this is the atlas vertebra. We can see one of the features. One of the features of this, it has a very broad, it has a very large neural canal. What do we call that canal? This is the O that we find at the center of each vertebra. Every vertebra has this O, and the function of that is for the passage of the spinal cord. This passage of the spinal cord. Another way that we can easily identify the cervical vertebrae and the atlas and axis is that they have a structure, a O, another O, apart from the neural canal. They have is O, very small O. This is it. If you can see it, that is what we call the vertebral canal. It is called a vertebral canal. This is the O. This is the O. It is called a small one here. It is called a vertebral canal, and it is meant for the passage of blood vessels in the neck. It is meant for the passage of the blood vessels in the neck. This is an example of atlas vertebrae, the best two vertebrae. And what is the function of this atlas vertebra? The main function is for the what? Nodding. It is one that allows nodding of the head. It is one that allows nodding of the head. Now let us go to the axis, which is the second cervical vertebrae. And what is the function of this? It is meant for the twisting of the head. It is meant for the twisting of the head. Thoracic, I've told us one of the functions. Is meant for the attachment of the ribs. It is meant for the attachment of the ribs. And also, it also helps in the attachment of the what? Of the chest muscles. The chest muscles. It also helps in the attachment of the chest muscles. It helps in the attachment of the chest muscles, and the muscles of the back are attached to it. Also, like I said, it also assists in breathing because the ribs are attached to it. Then now let us look at the lumbar. Lumbar are meant for the attachment of the internal organs. They are attached to it. Then also they are the one that carry the weight. Almost all the weight of their body are from the lumbar vertebra. They are from the lumbar vertebra. And also for the attachment of the abdominal muscles. Then sacra. Let us go to sacra. The function of the sacra. This is a thoracic vertebrae. You can see that it is different from that of, it is different from lumbar. This is another thoracic. This is another thoracic. This is another thoracic vertebra. Another thoracic vertebrae. Now this is a lumbar. This is a lumbar. You can see that they are different. They are different from, they have different structure. So that's why they also have different function. They have different structure. Hope you can see. So these are the different types of vertebra that we have. So for more of this video, you can follow me on my YouTube channel scrolling on the screen. And you have any question, you can drop your question or comment on my YouTube channel. Thank you. Yeah.